Welcome to Kathryn Raaker's World. Innovation, culture, adventure, fashion and health, artists, destinations, traditions. This is Kathryn Raaker's World.
Hi, this is Kathryn Raaker of Let's Just Talk, our syndicated radio show, and Kathryn Raaker's World, our syndicated television show. I have the honor again of interviewing Robert J. Sawyer, award-winning author and Writers of the Future judge. Science fiction writer and futurist Robert J. Sawyer has been interviewed over 350 times on radio, over 350 times on television, and countless times in print. A member of the Order of Canada, he lives in Mississauga, Ontario, which is just outside of Toronto.
It abuts Toronto. We share a border.
We share a border. Okay. Rob is one of the only 8 writers in history and the only Canadian to win all 3 of the world's top science fiction awards for Best Novel of the Year, the Hugo, the Nebula, and the John W. Campbell Memorial Award. And he's the first author in 30 years to receive a Lifetime Achievement Aurora Award. Welcome to our show again.
Hi, Kathryn.
Wonderful to have you on my show.
It's great to be here.
So, are you excited about being the judge this time?
Well, you know, I've been a judge for Writers of the Future for 20 years now. We're celebrating our 40th year this year. So I've been there for about half the time. It was A.J. Budrus, Algis Budrus, created this contest 40 years ago. And what I'm excited about is that he was the initial leader of the workshop that the Writers of the Future winners get. They get flown in. We've standardized on Hollywood now for that. And A.J. Budrus did it originally. And for quite some time, Tim Powers was co-directing the workshop. Tim chose to retire this year. So I'm taking over co-directing the workshop along with Jody Lynn Nye, who is the coordinating judge of the Writers of the Future contest. And so I'm always excited about judging the contest, but getting to co-lead the workshop for a week in Los Angeles, starting, this in just a few days, is wonderful. I'm very, very excited about that opportunity.
Well, guess what? I'm coming into the workshop with John Goodwin.
Oh, that is terrific. That is terrific. I'm going to have to be on my best behavior now. But John, of course, is the president of Galaxy Press, which is the publisher of the Writers of the Future anthology. And so he's the big cheese. He's my boss. And I look forward to seeing him and you and everybody at Writers of the Future for the workshop, and also for the huge gala banquet we're having at the Taglian Complex in Hollywood, as we've had for several years now. We've had different venues in the past. We've sort of settled on this terrific venue for our banquet, black tie award gala. It's, there's no award gala even remotely as impressive in science fiction or fantasy, including, and I was, one of the presenters this year at the Hugo Awards in China. I was guest of honor along with Cixin Liu at the World Science Fiction Convention in China this past year. Even the Hugos are not as big and splashy as a regular Writers of the Future ceremony. And we're talking about the 40th anniversary. I hear they're going to town with this one.
I know they are. And the best part is that you're going to get to meet my son, who co-authored my book. I don't know if you've seen this or not. Hold on. And he was a journalist. He came into it, and here is the book.
Wow. Now see, there we go. All right. The Case of the Chinese Leopard. Oh, fabulous. All right.
It's a series. And
That's
after
terrific. That's
Robert,
terrific.
and it's scary. That's the best part. So anyhow, yeah, John's coming, Robert's coming, and my grandson.
Excellent.
So I'm excited. We'll be there on the 24th.
Very good.
And we get there early so we can tiptoe into the workshop.
Yes, absolutely. Well, the workshop, now I mentioned that I and Jody Lynn are the directors of the workshop, and we're going to do a great job. We're both very experienced teachers. But what makes this workshop the most important opportunity for new writers is we have the other judges come in as well. So Larry Niven is going to be speaking to the workshop attendees on hard science fiction. Kevin J. Anderson and Rebecca Mesta Anderson are going to be speaking on building a business in this day and age in writing science fiction and fantasy and horror and allied genres. Nnedi Okorafor is going to speak to the group. Orson Scott Card is going to speak to the group. Nancy Kress is going to speak to the group, and so on and so forth. The biggest names in science fiction and fantasy have been the judges of Writers of the Future. And at the workshop, not only do we all get dressed up in our spiffy tuxes and evening dresses, at least for the gala ceremony, but we also come together and share our often conflicting and contradictory life experience and wisdom. And the students will make their careers out of what they hopefully, what they choose. They'll pick and choose. And we also have a selection of classic essays on writing by L. Ron Hubbard, who of course founded this contest. And these essays are given in advance to the students, but Jody Lynn and I will be referring to them as well in the workshop and saying, some things have changed a lot since Hubbard was, one of the mainstays of the pulp fiction genre. But other things like how you create suspense in a story have not changed at all. And those lessons resonate still in the 21st century.
That's really important. How many people will you have this year that are in the classes?
So what happens is that the Writers of the Future contest has 4 quarterly segments.
Right.
So we have a first, second, and third place winner in each of the 4 segments. That means, and those are the people who get invited to the workshop. We have a corresponding workshop for budding artists, by the way, the illustrators of the future. Same thing. They have 4 quarterly contests, first, second, and third place winners. So in the workshop that I'm running with Jody Lynn Nye, we will have 12 students, the first, second, and third place winners of each of the 4 quarters of the last contest year. And one of those first place winners, one of those 4, will be crowned the Golden Pen Award winner, will win the top award and our $5,000 cash prize. All of the winners get cash prizes, but there's an additional $5,000 for the grand prize winner.
So, and the illustrators get the same thing, or
they do exactly the same. They get this. Well, we draw pictures of money and give them to that. No, they get real money too. But yeah, they get the same thing. They get $5,000 grand prize illustrator, grand prize writer, who may or may not have worked on the same story. Some, but they come from all over the world. We've had entrants from, I'm going to say 80 different countries. Somebody's going to correct me on that, but all over the planet. And it's such an international wonder to be part of this.
So I'm pretty excited about this because I was invited last year, but I had an operation and I couldn't carry my bag.
Oh, yeah.
So this year, John called me early.
That is good. Yes.
Can you come?
Yeah. You'll have a terrific time. Yeah, Tagli, and A, the food is good. We've had some previous venues where, and B, it's just a beautiful venue to have it at. And you'll be walking on the red carpet along with the judges and the winners. And my advice to you is it gets hot under the blazing sun on an afternoon in April in Los Angeles. So come with a hat. We all look like men in black, the judges. We've got the male judges in our tuxedos and our sunglasses. We look like we're there, from the movie Men in Black, while we're trying not to melt under the California sun.
Melting. Oh, that's not
That's
good.
right.
I thought the red carpet was inside. Apparently it's
No,
not.
the red carpet is outside. The red carpet's outside under the bright sunlight and you'll see it. They do beautiful sculptures and things. We had a giant robot one year that they had made for this. It's all based on stories that are in this year's book. So I don't know what decorations and things, but yeah, the red carpet is outside.
When you told me that.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll have fans or something out there.
Well, they have fans of science fiction and fantasy, ha, 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 but they don't have devices for moving air fast.
Okay. Well, it hasn't been too hot out there, apparently.
No, actually, this year so far, it hasn't. That's right.
It's been in the 70s.
Yeah.
Which is good. Maybe with some wind, now that you told me this, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So it's also going to be televised, correct? On
Yes.
writersofthefuture.com.
Our website, WOTF.com, writersofthefuture.com. Absolutely, yeah. Televised and archived too. I mean, of course, we like you to watch it live because there's an excitement with not knowing who the winners are. It's like watching a sports game on TV. You can record it and watch it later, but it's more fun to watch it live when nobody has spoiled the outcome for you. It will be available, of course, online after the event to watch at your leisure. But we really get a kick out of really the hundreds and hundreds of people who watch interactively online while we're doing this thing in Los Angeles.
That's great. I can't wait. My husband will be doing the same thing since he's not coming with me. It's sounding great.
His chance, yeah.
So anyhow, I just want to say we've run out of time. Do you believe it?
What can you say? But it's great seeing you again, as always.
And it's great seeing you too. And I'll be so excited about this. Thank you so very much taking
My pleasure, Kathryn.
time out of your busy day to do this with me.
Live long and prosper, as we say in the science fiction biz.
Whatever. So what is your website for everyone, please? And give the website of Writers.
I'm a science fiction writer, so it is sfwriter.com. S is in science, F is in fiction, writer.com. That's me.
sfwriter.com. And I'm going to write that down right now. Not that I didn't know it. Okay, we've got that. That's sfwriter.
sfwriter.com.
That's what we've got. And don't forget to give writersofthefuture.com as well.
Absolutely. And I've talked a great deal about our workshop. There's an online static version of the workshop with recorded lectures also at our website at writersofthefuture.com. So if you never won, you can still benefit from a lot of this information by going to our website and looking at all of that information. That's
right. And thank you so much for joining me today. We have a wonderful day and we'll see you very soon.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.